Everybody's using vibe coding to build websites, but what about using vibe coding for SEO? Is that even possible? This was supposed to be an easy to follow tutorial, but somehow it became a mess full of errors. However, I decided to leave all these errors part because I think it may help you to better understand how vibe coding works and also to see how to solve them. The result was a very long video, so if you want to skip those errors and go right away to the working part, you can click the chapters below. Also, this video is more for beginners and I explain SEO basics in detail, so you are an expert, you also are welcome to skip those parts. Now, let's get started. Doing SEO with no coding is not straightforward for some reason. I think that is where at least Lovable, had to improve. So I'll show you what I mean. If we look at my website right now in Google, Afterminds, you will see how it shows up. Afterminds AI Launchpad, right? So it's not really about my brand. And the description you can see, we build smarter, not that bad, because he's taking it from the first section. Okay, something like that. So it's helping, but it's not really optimized. To fix this, we need to change. I show you here some internal things that we call the meta tags, which is the title, description, and keywords. Then also we're going to need to optimize change the file names. I will explain you later, and do some SEO tagging in links, images, and finally Favicon. That's what we're going to cover in this video. Let's get started. We are here in Lovable, and the first thing we're going to change is the meta tags. I already prepared a prompt. Basically, I'm telling it to change the title, description, and keywords. This content, I already use my branding information with ChatGPT to get the right content. So right now, I only have to paste it and ask it to do it. This is very easy to achieve with vibe coding. We wait. So it says, yes, I will update the meta tags in the index HTML file to improve your site's SEO, of course. Right? That was very easy to do. I didn't have doubts that it would fail. And just to show the difference, so this is before the change. If I pass the mouse over here, you can see the title just Aftermind's AI Launchpad, alright? But now, if we click the update version, and now we can see now the title is already changed. This is really important. So after some days, when I go to Google, it will properly show the information here with a new description. Okay, that was easy. Let's get to something more difficult. This I still don't understand why Lovo doesn't have it. My gosh, every time Lovo will upload images, I will show you. For example, these images here. If we inspect the code using Chrome, you can see the images. You can look that. You can see the serial number. It doesn't use the image name, the file name, but it creates a random uh, hexadecimal number. I understand because that's the way to make sure each file is unique, but it's really annoying because before uploading my files, I give them proper SEO names. It has keywords like, for example, that image before I upload uh, to the Lovable, I name it like services automation afterminds, something like that, right? So it has what is the image about, it has the keywords AI automation, but Lovable ignore that and just create a random file name, and that's really annoying. So how to change? That's the difficult part. You will wonder, okay, just access the code, right? Wrong. So the code is actually here in public, and inside public there is a folder for the uploads. However, because this is for no coding, it will only show you files for code. It will not show you any other file, images, files, videos. You will not see it. So for this case, we have to use all the tools. The faster way is GitHub. So we just connect to GitHub. I already connected. I cannot show you how to do it, but you can see another YouTube video. So I just click here and I say I have options to edit in VS Code or view in GitHub. I don't want to spend time explaining the difference, but just trust me. You need to do is view in GitHub. So when we come here and then we click inside public, and then you can see the folder for the images. You can see them? All right, these are all the images we have. So this is a little painful, but there is no other way. So what we have to do here then is click on every single image, and the image will show here. We have the image here. And then what we have to do is first copy the old name, and we're going to include our prompt. In this case, I already did ahead of time, so not to waste your time. I paste the old link, okay? And then I will rename it to a more SEO friendliness. So I click here, edit, and it will allow me to change the file name. Be careful not to click delete many times because it will even delete this part. Okay, so just delete the file name and put a new one, and then click commit changes. It will confirm you. You can add some comments. It will be automatically coming here that what I'm doing, I'm changing this. So it was smart. It says I'm changing the random to this new name. I say yes, do it. And now you can see the name is successfully renamed to a more human, understandable image that has keywords for SEO, brand logo, and the brand name. And so you will do the same for each one of them. As I say, I already prepared, copy the old name, click here, edit, and change for the new name. And the same process again. Commit, put the comment, commit changes. And every time you do that, you will see Lovable receiving the change, extra commit, extra commit. So we do all of this, and I will continue. I will fast forward to save you the time. It took me a couple of minutes to rename all the images. Now you can see all the images are updated. Now we can close this window for GitHub, no need anymore. And I will show something funny because I changed the file names, but I haven't updated the code. So you see the images here, and so also the logos here. And now they all will disappear. Refresh, and now you see the logos are broken. So now let's use the no code to change the images. So I already prepared this prompt. I want the code to do is to rename the images from the old name to the new names. And the home page and is rectified because it divided in many components. So the home page is a file, and at the same time it has small files inside. So we copy all of that, and you can see here is every image. I give the name for reference, so for the system, for the AI, to easily find what image I'm talking about. And I put the order, all one first, second one. Hopefully the AI will be smart enough to understand that the first one is the old, and the new one, the second one is the new one, right? So I just copy that, paste it here, and use no code to do the job. Now we can hide the code section, we don't need it. It is working on it. Also, because we committed changes, I'm counting on AI to know these logs. These are the logs we added in GitHub after every change, so he knows that we renamed this image to this image. So probably we even didn't have to write this. Probably AI would have used these log comments to understand the changes, but I don't want to risk it, so I did it that way. You can try Don't need to give the information and see what it will do. Oops, got an error. That happens with no code. The miss. So I didn't do it. So I asked you to do it again. All this work I'm doing, I haven't done it before. Okay, so it's live. I showing you all the errors that you possibly can get, which is annoying, but that is vibe coding. Everything has a price. You want something simpler, this is the price you have to pay. Expect some errors, sometimes annoying errors, because I don't understand what difficult it is to just go to the code and rename the file names. This is something like going direct to the code is easier to do, but I just want to use bytecoding to do it. Again, didn't do it. I'm waiting that gave me the error. Okay, timeout because project was busy with another message. The miss. I don't get it. Let's refresh to try to clean up the message. Okay, we get a black screen. Cool. All right, Lovable is testing my patient. Let's refresh again. Really had no idea what's going on, but it's not doing it. Then I will show you. I will take the chance to show you one more thing in Lovable. So here you have one chat. This chat is like a talking to the AI. It uses Cloud, Gemini, and OpenAI, and this it will allow you to interact with the AI without making changes, and it will not cost you money. To prove it, let's see here. Every day I have 5 free credits, and now I only have used one. I have 4 left. The only change is when we change the metadata, it uses 1 free credit. Okay, those file names didn't count because I did it outside in GitHub. And now I will use chat, it will not count. I will show you. So I will use the chat to ask, do you know why? Let's see why I ask. I try to understand the problem. So now the chatbot is telling me. So I try to understand. He try to check the situation, analyzing the files. This prompt, you don't need to worry, it will not make any change. It will just answer to you. So now he's understanding like, I understand that you have renamed some files in GitHub, but when trying to update corresponding imports and references in the code through Lovable, the process ended with an error and no changes were made. Yes, correct. When the files are renamed in GitHub, but the references in the code aren't updated simultaneously, they can cause build errors. Then the other option is build process complete. By you what? Byte configuration includes plugins like components trigger. That's not the reason. Potential issues. Chaos sensitivity GitHub. I don't have an idea. I just want change the file names. To properly handle the renaming in your React project, one, check why I have to do it. You are the AI, just do it. Okay, so let's see if it use 1 credit. Come here. Oh my gosh, it did use one more credit. It's fake. The documentation says that chat it will not use credits. At least I understand a little bit. So let's try a new approach. Remember I told you, maybe no need to write the whole list of changes. I will use this prompt saying, um, I have updated images, new file names. So let's see. If it doesn't do it, then I would have no choice but to do the changes manually. He doesn't understand. He says, send him the logs. Alright, I will make a screenshot. Now you can see, guys, it's really no code sometimes. Oh my gosh, it's like really a nightmare. These things doesn't happen if you have access directly to the code. But now it's like I talk to a baby. Lovable is killing me. So you want to cheer me up? Now is a good moment to hit that like button. Thank you. You have them here in this prompt window, here the screenshot, can you check of changes I did? So I said, send the prompt and let's see if the AI can understand what I mean. Now I'm just afraid that it will only change the images that are included in the screenshot. Do you understand? It's like I screenshot this one, so I show 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but of course there are more. There are 5, 6, 7, but I cannot screenshot all. So let's see if it's smart that go back to his log or just use the images I sent. So I only change the ones in the screenshot. Look, I changed Anaho logo, Buena Vista logo, Moonshoe logo, whatever. Please provide a complete list, enable the information. All right, patient. I will send that again, which I said at the beginning. But now I'm really afraid that AI is not that smart, not intelligent. I was on a full list because I'm lazy to remove which ones. I was on a full list and I will tell her, here is the full list. Please check which ones are not changed and do it. All right. So I tell it that I don't want he does overdo one file or redo something and make a mess. So I ask, check which one not done and then do the others. Okay, based on the list difference and your full list, I will update or remain the email. Okay, yes, you got it. So now you see, you have to find your way to make AI understand you. But I still don't understand why it didn't understand me since the beginning, right? The beginning was very clear. I sent a full list. He didn't do it. But in the end, he ended asking for the list. Yes, now it's correct. He changed the client logos, the voice agent, development, and automation. Perfect. Let's see the preview. First thing, let's see if the image are not missing. All right. And the logos are back. Okay. Let's double check the images changes are done. So we're using Chrome, inspect code, and let's check one image. Is this case this image? Yes, AI server says MRP development. All right, it's changed. Very good. And the logos, of course, since they are showing, it means they are correct. But let's check only one. Inspect the image name, and again, it's correct. So that's the only way so far that you can change image names in Lovable. It's really annoying and I hope they will improve these features in the next updates. Alright, thank you for staying. And now let's go to the last change, which I promise you is very easy. For the links, you have to add what we call title. It's a description of what the link is for. And for the images, there is one part called ALT. It stands for alternative text. That if the image is broken, it will show the text. And also we need to update. Why I'm doing this as the next step? Because first I wanted to make sure that each file has the correct name. So the AI now can use the file name and the keywords there to better write the text for the title and the ad. So that's the reason I do in this sequence. First rename images and then do this part. Okay, let's copy and paste to Lovable and cross fingers because so far I'm seeing that Lovable is not really great at SEO. Okay, it says I will optimize the website for SEO by adding title properties to links and ensuring all images have the script alt text. Let's update the components. At least it seems that it understood. It will do it right? That I cannot tell. Let's wait and hopefully it will surprise us with good news. Yeah, it's right in the sections. SEO work with no code is really not efficient. It's much faster to do it human way. The only problem I don't do it by code here is that the way the AI works, at least Lovable, is that it likes to divide the file into many files. So, for example, the home page is just one file called index, and when you open that file, you don't see the whole content. You just have like a one reference to a hero section, another reference to customer section, another reference to footer section. Okay, so you have to go see like okay here. So you can see that's what it has in index. So you have to go and find this file and change the image, and then come and find this other. See here. So that's why I don't do it. I had to go and find every file, and oh my gosh, it will take me time to find each one and open it. So that's why I just okay, just let it do it. It's still working, but really that should not take too much time. It's just rename the section. So here's my review. For SEO, I don't recommend vibe coding, at least not with Lovable. Maybe other like a cursor replit, maybe they are better at this. If you would like to try another option, so far I understand that Windsor is a better option than Lovable. It's becoming the most popular. I don't use it because it differs some aspects, so I still don't want to change to it. And another thing is I already built these projects here, and that's another annoying thing between these systems, Replit, Windsor, and Lovable, etc. That it's not easier to transport to move your projects. So if the project is done in Lovable, you have to stay there. It's not like a copy and pasting the Windsor will work. It is possible, but it's really technical. Like one option, for example, is move your code to GitHub and then GitHub make a clone, something like that, and then go to Windsor, then import the code. I mean, and there's a lot of things to set up, and so it's not really straightforward. So it's not worth it. So stay with one. So it's very important before you start. You need to research which no code tool is best for you. All right, finally finished. Let's confirm it. First thing, let's compare the link in the footer. AI automation. Inspect the code, and now you can see it has a title section, learn about AI automation services. Now let's check this image. It already have an ALT before. I'm expecting that now is much better. So he has the alt here. The future of AI voice technology, voice AI article by Aftermath. Nah, yeah, much better. He added this article part by Aftermath. So Aftermath is the keyword. And finally, let's check one logo. Right, so let's see Funky Faves. And we can see the ALT text. It says Funky Faves company logo. Perfect. Aftermind's AI services client. Great. Good. It is done. Perfect. Okay. Now, the last step in the SEO is changing the Favicon. This is not really for SEO, it's more for branding. So what is a Favicon? Is the small icon showing here. You can see it has a heart, which is the icon for logo. So what we have to do now is to update with our logo. So what you have to do is to attach the logo. So we're going to use this icon here and asking use this logo for the Favicon. You find this useful so far, guys? Please give it a like. It will help a lot for this video to be pushed to others. And you want to learn more about Lovable and Vibe Coding, you can subscribe. Okay, yes, good news. And that's the last step. And now we just open the okay, finally, you can notice it. Beautiful icon for. Even though SEO isn't super straightforward with Lovable, but this is still a very good tool, especially for more complex stuff like databases, API, and complete systems. In the next video, I will show you how to add pages using Lovable and Vibe Coding, so if you don't want to miss it, is the moment to click the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and remember, dream high, build smart, and never give up.